Listen, I want to make very clear to criminal gangs engaged in attempting to smuggle poor oppressed asylum seekers into Britain, where they can receive a lovely ensuite hotel room in Epping and a nice hot bath before meeting with their human rights lawyer to find out the various benefits available to them as they begin their wonderful new life as a Deliveroo driver. I want to make very clear to those gangs that I'm very upset with you. I really am at the end of my tether, and I don't say that lightly. I've asked you not to keep smuggling people, and you've kept on doing it. It really is very rude and disrespectful. Unacceptable behaviour, in my opinion, and you've left me with little option but to get tough with you. I've asked you to stop smuggling people. I've asked you nicely, in a very civil way, and you've just ignored me. I feel like I'm being laughed at. I'm absolutely livid. So now you've left me no choice. It gives me no pleasure to do this. The time for asking politely is over. I am now giving you a stern talking to. Consider this a dressing down. Stop people trafficking. Bloody well stop it, or I'll smash you. Any people trafficking gangs out there, trust me, I will smash you. I will smash you like a breakfast avocado in a vegan cafe. You've tested my patience, you've effed around, and now you're going to find out. Stop smuggling people, or just, reduce the numbers a bit, or try and do it more quietly, or just carry on as normal, but send a few rent boys over for me. Change is coming, fixing the foundations, tough choices, further and faster, stronger and more secure, delivering for British people, island of strangers, one in, one out, shake it all about, smash the gangs, more money in your pocket, £22 billion black hole, cleaner energy, better jobs, coalition of the willing, release the sausages, war-fighting readiness by 2034, very proud history of free speech, far-right thugs, fantastic Netflix documentary, free school breakfasts for all trans women, no place for racism in football, my father was a toolmaker, all donations welcome, cash preferred. Hello, I'm Sergeant Constable Detective Officer Peter Pisspot from Twat Valley Police. Assalamu alaikum. Many of you will be aware of the disappointing commotion currently playing out in Epping. A large number of far-right Brexity gammons have taken to the streets to engage in bigotry, racism and I dare say a spot of hate crime. This is all because a poor oppressed 38-year-old Ethiopian seeker of asylum allegedly tried to sexually assault a 14-year-old girl in the area. He has denied the charge in court and explained that he was merely trying to offer the girl GCSE tuition. He is one of a number of poor oppressed asylum seekers secretly being accommodated at Epping's Bell Hotel, patiently waiting for their Deliveroo contract to commence. Obviously it can get lonely being a tragically displaced refugee in a strange country, and you can't blame them for hanging around playgrounds and schools and such like, trying to innocently befriend children. It's a perfectly normal part of their culture, even if it may seem a little unusual to us. Around 1,000 far-right Epping Nazis have taken to the streets, calling themselves concerned parents, to try and disguise their rampant xenophobia. 180 of my colleagues were drafted in full riot gear to give these so-called protesters a bit of a kicking, and some Antifa activists in balaclavas were also invited along to inflame the situation, to try to instigate some bad behaviour from the protesters so that the whole situation could be exploited for political gain by our fantastic Labour government.
Times like this, I'm proud to be a police officer. What is the world coming to if our government can't secretly accommodate vast numbers of third world criminals in hotels up and down the country at considerable expense to the taxpayer? If granting asylum to people from grossly misogynistic cultures under the flimsiest pretext means that your 14-year-old daughter can't walk home on her own from school anymore, then that is a small price to pay. Sign her up for some self-defence classes, get her a rape alarm, enable location tracking on her phone, encourage her to dress modestly and perhaps consider a niqab, and hopefully she won't get horrifically violated by someone who shouldn't be in this country. Remember to keep your mouth shut. Assalamu alaikum, namaste, kumbaya. Have you had a long, tough and perilous journey through Central Europe? Have you arrived on a dinghy at Britain's borders only to find your passport has suddenly gone missing? Whoops! Then why not relax and unwind at the exquisite 4-star Britannia International Hotel in London's upmarket finance district, Canary Wharf, with its superb views over the London skyline. Whether you're here for business, leisure, or simply to claim benefits and molest some children, then the Britannia offers a prime location and fantastic value for money, with your entire stay being covered by the world-famous generosity of the British taxpayer. After a great night's sleep in one of our spacious luxury suites, why not enjoy a sumptuous breakfast at one of our 2 restaurants showcasing some of the finest cuisine Britain has to offer? Treat yourself to a full English, it's all been paid for. After breakfast, why not take a dip in the heated indoor pool or crack one off in the jacuzzi? Here at the Britannia, we're fully accommodating of cultural differences. Remember, Wi-Fi is free of charge at the Britannia, so why not contact all your friends back home and invite them to join you? There's so much to do in London. With a long day ahead of you, why not hire an e-scooter and ride around snatching people's phones? And to truly make the most of your stay, we'll set you up with a human rights lawyer who'll let you know about all the perks and benefits available to you. Here at the Britannia, your personal safety is important to us, and that's why you'll notice a large police presence around the building and police helicopters in the skies above, just so you'll feel as comfortable as possible. And remember, should you be feeling under the weather during your stay, the Royal London Hospital is located less than a few short miles away, where you'll be entitled to full NHS treatment already paid for in full by the British taxpayer. We look forward to welcoming you here at the Britannia Hotel, and we hope that we can provide you with everything you need for a wonderful start to your new life in the UK, whilst you're being fast-tracked for a council house and awaiting the arrival of your extended family. Safe journey, and we look forward to seeing you very soon. Hello, I'm Sergeant Constable Detective Officer Peter Pisspot from Twat Valley Police. Assalamu alaikum. Now, I know things are tough for a lot of people at the moment, so I'm delighted to be able to share with you some good news. This summer, police forces around Britain are organising some very special day trips. Are you affiliated with Hope Not Hate, the Socialist Worker, or any other extreme group of fringe far-left agitators? Then why not take a break from noncing kids and join us on what could be the trip of a lifetime? Are you simply long-term unemployed and looking for ways to fill your days that won't jeopardise your benefit handouts? Are you a severely autistic student or a lonely retired public sector pensioner in the early stages of dementia? Then you too could be eligible for our Antifa Summer Fun Scheme. Simply turn up round the back of your local police station and we'll transport you to migrant hotels up and down the country where locals and concerned parents are gathered in protest. All you need is a packed lunch, a drink, a raincoat and some sensible shoes, and we'll provide the rest. We'll issue you with your own balaclava and ready printed placard. We'll teach you some basic chants like the perennial favourite, say it loud, say it clear, refugees are welcome here. And then we'll put you at the centre of the action to agitate the locals and concerned parents as best you can and try to incite some violence out of them that can then be misrepresented in the media and used by the government for political gain as an excuse to continue to let all sorts of dodgy people pour into this country and live at taxpayers' expense. Places you could visit include Epping, Norfolk, London's Canary Wharf. It's a great way to meet other nonces just like you and to smash the Brexity far-right xenophobic Farage worshipping gammons into weary submission. Police officers across the country may also be joining you in balaclavas and plain clothes, chanting and waving placards to make it seem like the whole country isn't absolutely sick to death of what is ostensibly a third world invasion that's bankrupting the nation. So, if you can't afford a holiday or a weekend at a music festival this year, stop hanging around outside kids' playgrounds and consider joining us at one of our exciting Antifa days out. Assalamu alaikum, namaste, kumbaya.
He's back. Islington's finest cranky old communist, Jeremy Corbyn, emerges once again from the shadows. Magic Grandpa dons his cape of social justice and re-enters the political fray. He's just launched an all-new party with Coventry MP Zara Sultana, whose name definitely isn't funny in the slightest, and if you think it is, you're a massive racist. Not satisfied with having been battered in 2 general elections as Labour leader and finally been kicked out of the party in disgrace, Corbyn's still got some juice in the tank. Highly focused and organised, months of planning has gone into this new party, which finally launched this week. The only trouble is they haven't managed to agree on a name for it yet. Jeremy's calling it Your Party. Zara Sultana insists it's going to be called something else. A few wags in the mainstream media have decided to call it Jezbollah. How we all laughed. No one seems to be chanting Jez's name at music festivals just yet, but it's only a question of time, isn't it? All they need now is a few more heavyweights to pad out the party. Rumour has it Diane Abbott and Owen Jones are lurking in the shadows, grumbling about Jews. This is exactly what the British people need right now. A hard-left political party that cares far more about Gaza than it does about them. A cohort of disgraced politicians and pseudo-journalists who are obsessed with the plight of Gaza. I know Britain's been taxed into poverty. The NHS is broken beyond repair, we're all subject to 2-tier policing and justice, and we're being invaded all along our coastline. But what about the Palestinians? I mean, Jeremy and his chums in recent years have been plagued by accusations of anti-Semitism. But hey, that didn't stop the Nazis rising to power, did it? So let's think positive, yeah? This new hard-left party of dubious fringe lunatics is bound to be an enormous success, and whoever's funding Jeremy Corbyn's exciting endeavours is definitely not spunking their money up the wall on an ignominious toxic failure whose political career thankfully peaked at the end of the last decade.